Hey everybody. I know it's been a long while, but there's a lot that's been going on and a lot of updates in my life that I share more on TikTok, but I won't go in for the sake of this video. Today I wanted to come to you with sort of a rebrand of the channel. Um, what I think I want to focus on more and it's taken me a while to do this video. I've been kind of delaying it because I don't know, just not wanting to do it, I guess, or getting over the hurdle of doing it. Um, to be real with you guys, I stopped making the videos because you know editing is a lot harder than, or not harder, but it took a lot longer than initially thought of, and I just didn't. Not that I didn't care enough, but I just didn't want to do it. I'm not patient, and but now I want to continue to do what I planned because even though I'm sort of gonna do a little rebrand, I still want to talk about mental health because I know it's important. With all that said, we'll start my video. As y'all seen from the title, it's called Dear Satan. And I wanted to write a letter to Satan, as crazy as that may sound, to let him know that today marks the day that I kind of want to. Well, not today. It's been a while, but today I had to make a video publicly declaring that, his antics, his tricks, I don't want to fall for them anymore. So, with that said, kind of wrote out on a piece of paper my letter, and let me read it for you guys. Alright, so like I said, it's called Dear Satan, or it's a letter to Satan. um, and here we go. And disclaimer before I go in, it's kind of sad, or at least the beginning of it. Dive into some personal details that I never really told anyone before, so just be forewarned. Um, so yeah, for as long as I can remember, you had me. Of course, not physically, but mentally. I was your slave because I felt I let emotions rule over my life. Emotions such as anger, fear, disgust, and sadness were your strings holding me together. The lies you told made me feel whole, and before I knew it, I was putting in your hands. I was putting in your hands to play with as you saw fit. However, you knew you couldn't approach me in the physical sense, so you used every tool in your arsenal to destroy my mind. The constant betrayal felt by those I love, the never-ending mockery for something I couldn't even control, and the sheer amount of times I've made a complete fool of myself trying to chase a dream I never even had. In a demented way, feeling depressed kept me sane, at least for a while. Don't get me wrong, chasing that unknown dream I had some highlights, or in quotation marks, highlights, such as being on top of the world, eating anything/everything I wanted without a second thought, partying all night. I can go on and on about the amount of good times living in sin led to. But the funny thing is, that even the highlights, or to put it more appropriately, tricks straight out of the devil's playbook, were built up out of darkness. See, those top of the world moments ended with me nosediving to the ground, eating what I wanted, only to bury the mountain of hatred lied within. And partying all night was exhausting. I played the devil's game perfectly, allowing him to lay dormant in my mind, parading around, shouting the reasons you are a mistake anthem again and again. Until the enemy didn't even have to rely on tricks to get me. Those perceived highlights turned into the equivalent of someone screaming it in my face. The night I realized that this life was going to lead to destruction was when I spent an entire night on the phone with the suicide hotline, naked and cowering in the corner because I just couldn't take it no more. Out of everything the devil put me through, that single night haunts me to this day because that night I hit rock bottom. However, the thing people say about hitting rock bottom is that the only way left is up. And the devil just made a crucial mistake. That night marked the night where I started to entertain the idea of wanting to change. I still encounter low moments after that night, but no longer was it shrouded in darkness because little did I know it, I was about to see the light shining through the cracks. My other piece of paper. Well, let's see. The reason for this channel going forth will be to systematically break down the enemy that lies within every single one of us. The devil wants us to believe that we are our greatest enemy. But no, the notion is only put in place to help serve his mission in life. See, the devil uses that notion to keep us down because we believe that we are the problem. Then that mindset will lead to many more negative thoughts, leading to our potential downfall. Come with me on the journey of mental freedom as I try to be the bridge to him. Thank you all for listening. The name of my new channel is called The Bridge to Him. And the purpose is to break down the devil, stated. I want to do good in the world, and I believe that God has placed a gift on me, and I believe that YouTube is a great way for me to make some change. So, until next time, peace.